Lay, 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 lay,
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome, everyone. So good to see you. Take a moment to arrive here into this place, into this land, this Tovangar land, the ancestral land of the Tangva and Gabrielino peoples, where we strive to be good guests, honorable, respectful guests. And here into Echo Park and St. Paul's Commons and our interfaith partnerships, generosity we received, and into Shabbat and into each other. So welcome, welcome. If you would, please take a moment and meet the people around you. Give them a Shabbat Shalom. You might need to get up and walk around to find somebody you don't know yet. Welcome to everyone on the chat. It's lovely to see you. On the Zoom, it's lovely to see you. We can fully see you. Hi. Yay. Yay, says Mark. Zoom is back, indeed. So please welcome each other on the chat. Tell each other where you're Zooming from and give each other some greetings. Greetings. If you haven't done it so already, please get a prayer book at the back on the cart. There are these Sidurim, the prayer books. Also, there'll be a song sheet you can get as well. I think it's green. And if you haven't done so, I just want to acknowledge Gregorio is here interpreting into ASL. And on the Zoom, there are closed captions for you to read if you need them. And if you haven't done so already, we ask you to please take out your phone and turn it off. Please turn off your cell phones. It's part of what we do on Shabbat. Thank God it's part of what we do on Shabbat. And if you're wondering, is it okay that I'm here? I don't know. Things are so intense. I don't know how I feel about anything, or I've never been here before, or all of those things and more. Yes, it is good you're here. We're so glad that you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Speaking of are you here, Daniel, are you here? I didn't see you come in. Did you see Daniel come in? Okay. Well, we can announce his joyful news later. And I want to invite anybody who would like to light the Shabbat candles, who's in need of some light tonight, to please come up. You might need to go around. It's okay, Gregorio. We could go around that computer is what I suggest. Anybody who needs some light, we'll give a minute. In case you're feeling unsure, we'll give you a minute to come up. Beautiful. Okay, everyone, time to light the candles. So whoever wants to, please go ahead and light. Thank you. The candle blessing is on page 2 of your prayer books. Beautiful. Let's reach for the light. Bringing it in 3 times. Oh, how we need light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Let's continue to welcome Shabbat into our bodies. I don't know, right now I feel like shaking out a little bit. Whatever movement you're needing to get rid of this week and to open into Shabbat, you're encouraged. Yeah, we got, what is that called? You call it the horse breath. Horse breath. That, you could do that. Lachun Naranana, page 12. The words are there. You can also always lai or horse breath or whatever it is you need.
Lechun Page 13. שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, עשו מיום ליום ישועתו. איי 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 ספרו הגויים כבודו, וכל העמים נפלאותיו. כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נועמו על כל אלוהים. יא לי 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 לי
Okay, we're starting to get there. Let's go. Let's go. Lachado D, page 20. Let's keep bringing in Shabbos. Keep making room.
לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נשוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך אדוני. לקראת כאן מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, קום מצאי מתוך הפכה, רב לך שבט עמק הבכה, הוא יחמו עלייך חמלה לך דודי. לקראת כלה תפארתך על ידי בדלה מקרבה אל נפשי גאלה לך אדון לקראת כאן עיני שבת נקווה התעוררי התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך אדוני לקראת כאן בעיני שבת נקווה.
Let you rise if you are able. We face the lake. And imagine our extra soul coming in. Last verse.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצוהלה טוב אמוני על זה גדולה בואי כלה לך אדוני לקראת כאן בעיני שבת נקווה לך אדוני לקראת כלה בעיני שבת לך אדוני לקראת כלה בעיני שבת נקווה לך אדוני לקראת כלה בעיני שבת נקבלה לך אדוני לקראת כלה בעיני שבת נקבלה לך אדוני
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. More greetings.
Shabbos, good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom. More greetings. I think we're here now. Now we've arrived to the 9th night of Hanukkah. It's the 9th night. Let's do it. The 9th night. We don't want to let the light go of Hanukkah. We just keep it going with Shabbat. Hanukkah into Shabbos. Beautiful. Okay. We continue with the Hatzi Kaddish on page 26.
ויתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה ועל מה דיברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמיה יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה לעילה
Song sheet.
ולעילה לעילה ולעילה מינקו וחטא ושירתה תושבחתה נחמתה דמירה ועלמה ואימו ואימו אמן לילה ולילה לילה ולילה beyond any word any song any prayer that is whispered in this world and the next world and the next world and the next world Layla open my eyes open my heart go beyond go beyond go beyond go beyond Layla
If you are able, we welcome you to rise now for the Baruch Hu, the call to prayer. It's on page 20.
ברוך אדוני מבורך לעולם
You may be seated. Continue on page 30.
Night falls, light calls, arranging the stars, always turning circles in our hearts.
Mariva Rabbi, Mariva Rabbi, Mariva Rabbi, Mariva Rabbi. Day breaks, gives and takes, rolls like the tide. Always yearning, carries us inside. Mariva Rabbi, Mariva Rabbi, Mariva Rabbi, Mariva
ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ולילה. אדוני צבאות שמו, חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני
So we approach the prayers of the Shema now, and we take a moment to reflect. Tonight, Rabbi Aaron Levin will be sharing his words, his Devar Torah, and the theme tonight is around being seen. So I want to invite you to take a moment and share with somebody near you. It could be somebody you came with or not. And how is that for you right now? Are you being seen? Are you able to witness and see others? How is that happening for you? Both being seen and seeing others right now. So, you know how we like to ask very long, deep questions and then just give you a moment to reflect. But this could also continue into all of Shabbos. But let's go ahead and find somebody and share with them. Seeing and being seen. How's that going right now? Go for it in breakout rooms on the Zoom. coming back, Ahavat Olam.
עמך
32.
אהבת.
תורה ומצוות,
חוקים ומשפטים אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת.
על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובחומנו נשיח לחוקך
ונשמח דברי תורתך
ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו לאורך ימינו, ובהם נהנה יומם ולילה. ואהבת אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני
אוהב
עמו ישראל.
Through love, we enter into the Shema. I invite you to take a big breath in and a breath out. And we can do what we do with the kids. We make the syllable sounds one at a time. The first sound in the Shema is shh. Shh. The next sound is Breath in. Yum, yum, yum. Next sound is ah. Beautiful. In that place, we'll enter the Shema, putting all those syllables together into oneness. Big breath in. Ahavta 36. Veshinantam levanecha, v'dibartam ba'am, v'shivtecha v'nektecha Shofnecha umekumecha shartam leot al yadecha v'hayu latotafot beinecha uvtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות להם Elohechem emet, 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 emet. So much truth. Micha mocha, who is like you? A place of praise after courageous action, giving gratitude and praise, knowing that we don't do anything on our own. Everything is collective action, even when it feels like it's one person. There's always many people behind, under, around, inside. Even those no longer here, our ancestors are with us, always in big leaps of courage. Always, micha mocha, courage.
Breathing in what I need to be free.
Breathing out.
Breathing out what I know can let go.
Breathing in what I need to be free.
Breathing in what I need to be free.
Breathing out what I now can let go.
Breathing out what I know can let go.
Song sheet, song sheet.
Courage, you're the only one. Courage, walking in the sun. Reaching in the dark, listen to my heart. Courage, back to the start.
מלכותך
40.
אהוב עניך בוקע הים לפני משה ומרים ואלי אנו ועמו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד Oh, breathing in and out, breathing in and out breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Oh, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out, breathing in and out.
Breathing in what I need to be free. Breathing out what I know can let go.
Breathing. What a beautiful thing. Just keeps going. At least for all of us right now. It does. I wanted to share just briefly that this week, Rabbi Aaron and I were here at St. Paul's Commons for the first meeting of a new effort called STEP, Serving Together for Echo Park. And it's the clergy in Echo Park coming together to look at serving the community together. It was a lovely meeting in the beginning, so there'll be more to share as whatever it is that we do together becomes clear. One of the people there are our friends at Echo Park United Methodist Church and our friends at EPIC at the Echo Park Immigration Center. And they expressed gratitude for the help that Nefesh has been giving. And I just want to say that I know some of you participated in giving the gift cards for immigrant teenagers, Target gift cards. But there's still a chance to do that if you haven't yet. And they're going to be distributed next week in a Posada event on December 17th down the road. So if that's something you'd like to contribute to, you can bring them over there to Echo Park United Methodist Church, just down the street. I also wanted to let you know that beyond just this Echo Park group into our interfaith partners, I put out a call today inviting our interfaith clergy to come and be with us on our next Shabbat on January 4th. Because it's Shabbos, I don't want to get into some of the things, but there have been some things happening, some anti-Semitic incidents in this part of town, and and we as interfaith partners show up for each other when this happens. And so it's also if you have friends who are like, I want to support you, you can say, come to Shabbat with me. Come to Shabbat, January 4th here. We'll be together, a sort of solidarity Shabbat. Hashkivenu, please, God, a sukkah shalom, a sukkah of peace. Please, God, no more killing, no more killing, no more killing. Hashkivenu, 42.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu reshalom v'hamidenu malkeinu nu lechaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu reshalom v'hamidenu malkeinu nu lechaim ושמעו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש.
Invite you to rise if you are able. For the Amidah, the standing prayer will start together on page 46. And then we will go into our own prayers, the prayers that are in the prayer book, and the prayers that are alive inside of our hearts tonight. 46. Please take the time you need to continue your prayers, no rush. Prayer for the captives, for all those being held captive. Ancient prayer. Pray for their release.
מי שברך אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, שרה רבקה רחל ולאה, הוא יברך וישמור וינצור את הנעדרים ואת השבויים בתוך שער אחינו בית ישראל, הנתונים בצרה ובשביה, בעבור שהקהל מתפלל בעבורם. הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא רחמים עליהם ויוציאם מחושך בצל מוות, וממסורתיהם ינתק, ומצוקותיהם יושיעם, וישיבם מהרה לחיק משפחותיהם. יודו לאדוני חסדו ונפלאותיו לבני אדם, ויקיים בהם מקרא שכתוב, ופדויי אדוני ישובון, ובאו ציון ברינה. ושמחת עולם על ראשם, ששון ושמחה ישיגו, ונשון יגון והנחה, ונאמר
In this space, we turn our prayers to those sick, injured, so many ways in need of healing. We pray for the Cholim. We invite you to say their names aloud now. Pray for them for refuah shlema, refuah Nefesh, for refuah guf, v'toch sha'ar cholei Yisrael, v'toch sha'ar cholei Yoshvei Tevel, a healing of their bodies and spirits, a healing of wholeness amongst all those who are in need of healing. Elna Rafanala. God, please heal her. Elna Rafana Lo, God, please heal him. Elna Rafana Lahen, God, please heal them. Elna Rafana Li, God, please heal me. Rafana Lo. Elna Rafana Lahen. Elna Rafana Li. Amen, amen. I Rabbi Aaron to share Devar Torah words on our Torah portion tonight.
I love my therapist. As someone who has long identified as being a bit of an open book with those that I trust, my hour in therapy each week has always been a space that has provided me an opportunity to feel even safer to lay everything on the table. The things that have hurt me the most, the interpersonal conflicts that feel too private or daunting to share with folks outside of a tight inner circle, or the parts of myself that cause me to feel the most fear or shame. I'm grateful for the ways that therapy has the potential to unburden and at its best lead to formative change and healing. I share all of this because just this week I caught myself off guard. My therapist asked me, "So what would you like to address in this week's session?" An answer immediately came to mind, and as my brain sent this information to my mouth, I froze. My voice cracked, a visual discomfort began to show itself all over my face and body, and I spent the next couple of minutes qualifying my hesitation and talking around the issue that was on my mind. I eventually found the words, the chutzpah, the courage, whatever we want to call it, to express what I was feeling. But even in this incredibly safe space, with a therapist who's absolutely earned my trust, I was not ready to share. I was not ready to make this part of myself known. I was not ready for this previously undisclosed part of myself to be seen. In this week's Parsha, Miketz, we continue on in Joseph's narrative. After being sold into slavery by his 10 older brothers, he ends up in an Egyptian prison where he offers his services as an interpreter of dreams for the other individuals who have been imprisoned, specifically the Pharaoh's cupbearer and chief baker. He only asks that in return, that they put in a good word with Pharaoh if given the opportunity, so that they can redeem him from his imprisonment. And in interpreting their dreams, he accurately predicts that the cupbearer will be pardoned and restored to his post, and that, unfortunately, the baker will be executed. When both interpretations come to fruition, the cupbearer forgets about Joseph, leaving him a prisoner for 2 more years, until Pharaoh is in need of an interpreter of his own dreams. And then the cupbearer remembers his old comrade, Joseph. Joseph is summoned and correctly predicts that there will be 7 years of great agricultural success, followed by 7 years of drought and famine. And he recommends to the Pharaoh that over the next 7 years, they make a point to gather rations to prepare for this upcoming period of hardship. Pharaoh's so grateful to Joseph that he makes him second in command. No one in the empire other than Pharaoh himself has more power. Over the span of just a few very short chapters in our Torah, Joseph has gone from left for dead at the bottom of a pit, sold into slavery, and thrown into prison, to becoming the second most powerful person alive. It is at this juncture that Joseph's 10 brothers, The same 10 that cast their little brother into the depths of a pit re-emerge in our narrative. And we read at the beginning of chapter 42 in Breshit, when Jacob, Joseph's father, saw that there were food rations to be had in Egypt, he said to his sons, "Why do you keep looking at each other? I hear there are rations to be had in Egypt. Go down and procure rations for us there, that we may live and not die." So 10 of Joseph's brothers went down to get grain rations in Egypt. So over the span of 3 verses, this cohort of 10 is first referred to as Jacob's sons, and then very quickly as Joseph's brothers. Keep in mind, these brothers aren't even sure Joseph is alive, let alone in Egypt, and the last they know of him is that he is a slave. So why is the Torah signaling to us and telling us again that they are Joseph's brothers? The Midrash teaches us that they're not called Jacob's sons at this point, but rather Joseph's brothers, because they regretted selling him into slavery, and that their trip to Egypt, in fact, has 2 goals: to procure food for their people, and also to redeem their brother out of slavery, no matter what the asking price may be. It is this additional objective, their mission to find their brother, that makes what comes next in our parsha so puzzling. We read that when Joseph saw his brothers, he recognized them, but he acted like a stranger toward them and spoke harshly to them. He asked them, "Where do you come from?" And they said, "From the land of Canaan, to procure food." For though Joseph recognized his brothers, they did not recognize him. So how can it be that his brothers don't recognize him? Surely among this collection of 10, one of them could have noticed a physical feature, paid heed to a certain vocal inflection, or even shared a knowing glance. Our rabbinic tradition is quick to clarify. The Midrash teaches us that Joseph could recognize his brothers because when he left them, they were already fully mature and bearded. Joseph, however, was a youthful person, and the greater change in his appearance made him unrecognizable. All right, some of you might be thinking this checks out. But does it? Do we suddenly not recognize our friends after they get a haircut? Or after they begin to experiment with their facial hair? The Ramban, a 13th century Spanish commentator, explains that Joseph recognized them because he knew they were bound to come, but they did not recognize him because it did not occur to them that a slave sold to the Ishmaelites should be the ruler of a land. But perhaps it's much more simple than this. We read plainly in the text that while Joseph recognized them, he acted like a stranger to them, or translated differently, he made himself unrecognizable. Joseph is perhaps going out of his way for his brothers not to recognize him. The last time he has seen them was literally the lowest point in his life, resulting up to this point in a life of unresolved pain, sadness, and anger. Perhaps all Joseph can think about is revenge. But again, I'm unconvinced that it's this simple. If we look more closely at the verse in question, something stands out as peculiar. When Joseph saw his brothers, he recognized them, vayakirem, and then he made himself unrecognizable, vayit naker. Vayakirem, vayit naker. If these words, by the way, one after the other in the verse, one meaning to recognize, the other meaning to become unrecognizable, sound remarkably similar, it's because they share the same root letters, nun, kaf, resh, which in Hebrew is usually an indicator that 2 words will share a very similar meaning, not an opposite one. The Or HaChaim is an 18th century Moroccan commentator, and he teaches that normally, when one person recognizes another, this sparks a chain reaction of shared recognition. He's describing the moment when our familiarity with another is triggered not by their appearance, but by the look in their eye upon seeing us. However, he explains that this did not take place with Joseph's brothers because of their confirmation biases of Joseph. They could not or would not allow themselves to fathom that their brother, once disempowered at the bottom of a pit, could now be in such an exalted and honored position. My teacher, Rabbi Jan Urbach, writes that now we can understand the profound significance of having the same word both mean recognize and unrecognizable. A simple inability to make a physical identification may be the result of too little familiarity. But deeper failures of recognition are often a problem of too much familiarity. We fail to truly see someone because we think we already know who they are. By holding on to preconceived notions of not only who their brother was, but also in their mind, the totality of who he could ever be, they fail to see him standing right in front of them. They fail to recognize him. They miss their opportunity to do right by him after all these years. So this opening book of the Torah, the book of Breshit, it's one that is full of disguises, of loved ones unable to recognize or see the children, spouses, siblings standing right in front of them. And in each case, the people in disguise are loved ones who so desperately want to be seen. Jacob wants the affection that his father Isaac holds for Esau. Leah wants to be loved the way that her sister Rachel is. Tamar wants to be treated with the decency and respect that she is owed by her father-in-law. So what about Joseph? Are his brothers, like their ancestors, incapable of recognizing a loved one who so desperately wants to be seen? Or is Joseph making it so he is unrecognizable? Rav Avital Hochstein teaches that there is no chance for repair and connection for Joseph and his brothers as long as the nature of their rift remains hidden. Joseph teaches us that relationships require exposure. As long as we maintain our covers and masks, our relationships remain unsatisfying. But an act of exposure requires courage, a courage which is necessary in order for relationships to become fulfilling and to bring us peace of mind. And in next week's Parsha, Joseph will finally reveal himself. In an outburst of tears that we read is heard across the land of Egypt, Joseph and his brothers will kiss each other and they will cry on one another's necks, and a relationship that has been defined by jealousy, deceit, and harm is transformed. Where there was decades of pain, we now see the first important step in their reconciliation. Now, Joseph's vulnerability is absolutely courageous and moving. And yes, while of course it's admirable, for all of us who have held on to parts of ourselves in painful isolation or worse, we know it's not always as simple as an act of courage. Exposing ourselves does not assure that we will be seen, affirmed, or cared for, and can sometimes be dangerous to our physical or emotional safety. We are aided in making these disclosures when the people around us communicate, whether through their words, their actions, their unconditional love, that what awaits our exposure is a soft landing, an embrace that will lead to more depth and connection. My teacher, Rav Aviva Richmond, teaches that Joseph's brothers did not recognize him because of the limits of their imagination. Joseph, on the other hand, was a dreamer. As someone attuned to imagining a future different than the present, he was able to anticipate that his brothers might come down to Egypt, and he was ready to recognize them when they stood before him in a way that his brothers were not. Joseph and his brothers teach us that we are able to see and do what we're able to do and see when we long for someone or something that is dear to us. When we walk through the world with that palpable kind of longing, it changes the way that we see the world around us. So yesterday, I shared my opening story about how challenging it was to share this new part of myself with my therapist, to the folks who come to my Parsha class. A few of you are here tonight. And a therapist who was sitting amongst us shared that this happens frequently. Clients will often disclose parts of themselves after months or even years. However, she shared that in her experience, what has changed is not just something in her clients, but also something within her. There is an evolution in this relationship that allows for more space, for more disclosure, for more recognition. I'd like to believe that this is exactly what Rav Aviva is describing, an act of expansive imagination, a longing for what those around us can be. Over the last 9 weeks, there have been so many moments of feeling such intense and acute despair. My heart continues to break for our siblings in Israel and in Palestine. I'm deeply disturbed by the intensifying vitriolic political discourse, and I really, truly worry about the fracture we are experiencing as a Jewish people. There are moments where I am struggling to recognize the people I love, the peoples I love, the peoplehood I love. But I refuse to stop searching for the ways that we can, the ways that we will, the ways that we must find connection with one another. I will continue to imagine the ways that each of us will continue to surprise one another. And I won't stop yearning to walk through the world channeling Joseph's longing, one that has the capacity to change the ways that we see and impact the world around us. Shabbat Shalom.
We build bridges, don't we? Sometimes need a hand, despite our best laid plans, don't we? Sometimes miss
Shabbat Shalom. Hi, friends. So good to see all of you. Thank you for being here. I'm Jordana Frater. I'm the Executive Director of Nefesh. And I am full of gratitude for you tonight. Normally, we have kin, which is what we call a member of Nefesh, who's up here talking about the value of this community to them and telling you how you can support us. And yesterday we put out a little video, a short reel with some highlights from moments just like this, along with an appeal for some support before the end of the year. And I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to say, when you return to your devices after Shabbat, I invite you to have a look at that video, to let your heartstrings be pulled, and then to make a contribution before the end of the year, if you want to. But I'm really here to express gratitude to you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting Nefesh with your kinship contributions, your donations, your volunteering, your donations to the Hanukkah auction, your bidding in the Hanukkah auction. Thank you. And that leads me to announcements. Seamless transition. On Sunday, we are having singing with Sally. Yes, we're having parenting with Ruth. And for kin, we will be having another round of community conversations around Israel-Palestine, and that will be on Zoom. Our next Shabbat here together in this room is the first Friday of January, whatever that date may be. It's the 5th, I'm told. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you again, being with you again. I hope you have a happy transition into the next Gregorian calendar year. By the way, Singing with Sally and Parenting both start at 10:30. Parenting is going to be on Zoom, and Singing with Sally is going to be in Eagle Rock. I think that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Anybody here for the first time tonight? We'd love to welcome you. Welcome. Please keep your hands up a second so we can say welcome. Welcome. People around them, please welcome them. We're so glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Any of the people who are around you for whom it's not their first time, we'll be happy to welcome you. We'll have the yummy desserts that you brought to share with each other in the oneg after this, and we'll do kiddush and motzi right here. Daniel, can you stand up? You missed the candle lighting, but we just want to take a moment to recognize Daniel ben Avraham Vasara, who joined the Jewish people very recently. We're so glad you did. Mazel tov. I'm so glad to have you here tonight. Other joyful things. Yes, Adam. You graduated graduate school. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Yes. Mazel tov. Yay to all the people ending school, LA Unified and beyond today. Yes. Wow. Mazel tov to both of them. Yes, Teresa. Amen. Amen. I have one of those sons coming home from college too. Oh my goodness. Can we quell our excitement? Yes. Yes. Mama. You came home from New Zealand safely. Amen. It's actually a special prayer for that. Yes, Ian. Mohammed is home and Mohammed is here. We've been hearing a lot about you, Mohammed. We're glad that you are here. Welcome, welcome. Huh? Lila. Your mom is here. Yay, Judy. So good to see you. All right. And Suchi or Sushi? Sushi is here. Okay. Everybody on your feet. Let's stand on the joy. Yes. Hanukkah was epic. It was a beautiful party. Thank you all for being there. And here's Danielle and Talia, who hosted us. That was joyful. Thank you. All right. Elenu, 282.
ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שם לנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא עושה חלקנו כאב, וגורלנו ככל המונם. אנחנו גויים משתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. ביום ההוא, 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 ביום
Amen, amen. Bayom hahu. Friends, we're going to conclude the service now, as we do every service in the Jewish tradition, remembering those who have died and honoring their memory. So we're going to invite you, anyone who is in immediate mourning, meaning it's the first year of the loss of a loved one, or it's a yurtzeit, meaning a death that has happened in past years, happened this week. It's an anniversary. So we invite you to come up. We'll make a circle together of mourners. And we ask everyone here to answer. It's a call and response prayer, the Kaddish prayer. So each time there's, for example, a brichu, you're all going to say that loud and answer everyone. And it's very meaningful, the way this prayer is in our tradition, that it both honors the mourners and it recognizes the role of community in supporting the mourners. So your voices are meaningful as answer to these prayers. So I will pass the microphone without any obligation. If you'd like to share, okay, we hear you. If you would like to share the name of the person you're saying Kaddish for tonight, please do. And if you are more comfortable just passing the microphone, do that as well.
My mother, Rasha Hall.
Reed Gorecki and Sandy.
My mother, Gloria Garcia.
My mother, Hannah, and all the people that died, the innocent people on both sides that passed away this week.
My friend Summer Shirey and Sholom's Herschel Hartman.
It's the yard side of my father, Len Mandelbaum.
Yard side of my father, Harold Lichterman.
Sarah and all of the people in Palestine who've been killed this week.
Sarah and Peanut and all of the children, families, and generations who have been murdered in Palestine.
So Maggie Cohen, my mother, my dear mother.
Robert Krause and everyone who has no one to say Kaddish for them.
My sister Jane. My Aunt Sheila Leppelstadt.
My stepfather, Charles Gilbert Cooper.
My mother, Sheila Weiner.
My mother, Mimi Denemark, Nancy McNeil, Mary Lucy, and Sheila Wallace.
Mary Lucy, Nancy McNeil, my mother-in-law, Miriam Denenmark, and my Aunt Sheila Wallace.
Yeah, my aunt, Jane Ritchie. And here from the chat.
Arnie Bolanek, Sandra Robinson, and Gary Robinson.
The Mourner's Cottage can be found on page 294. Yit gadal v'yit gadal shemei rabbah be'alma divrach yirotei v'yamlich malchutei v'chaye echon u'v'yom echon v'chaye dekol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach leolam ulalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekudasha richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nehemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol ha'olam v'imru amen. May the one who brings comfort bring comfort to all of you who mourn and all of those who are in mourning. We say amen. We invite you now to sway or wrap your arms around your neighbor if your neighbor is comfortable. And we will sing, Oseh Shalom, may the one who brings peace make peace. Amen.
Shalom Aleinu, Al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Al Kol Haolam.
סברי לחיים, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קדישנו במצוותיו ורצבנו, ושבת קודשו, באהבה ורצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. לחיים. The Simchala up here in the front. If you have some, hold it high. Challah is coming. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.